Welcome back to the garden. Let's see what we've got growing this week. The pepper bed's doing really good. You see, they've slowed down a little bit since it's gotten hot, but there's still a few good ones right there. And those are the bell peppers. These are the eggplants. They're doing a lot better. And the okra. There's some more peppers. Look at the sunflowers. Aren't these pretty? Most of the sunflowers are starting to teeter out a little bit. You can see where the birds, is it this one? No, this one, here it is. Let me put this up. You see where the birds have been eating at it. And then this one hasn't opened yet. Let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's pretty tall. And then our lettuce that had gone to seed. And I've just been kind of picking these off and dropping them in the bed. And then our habaneros. That's a cucamelon that's all the way across the bed. The habaneros are doing good. They're blooming, and they've got a few down there. I'm just waiting for them to turn colors. And look at the cucamelons. They're starting to reach out and grab the other plants. And then down here, these are all the lipstick peppers. Let's see. I don't see any that are starting to change color. But when they do, they'll be orange. And it's a pretty orange too. This one looks like it might be changing color. It's got a little bit of a different tint to it. And then the banana peppers. Look at these. They're huge. And they need to be harvested again. They look down in there. There's tons of them. And then the cucamelons. Here we go. These are about the perfect size to eat them at. That and this right here. The leaves in my way. There we go. And then we go. The dill plant's starting to go to seed. And I just drop these wherever. And let them our celebrity tomatoes. They are huge and unruly. I have not pruned them back at all unless I needed to. And they've got some good sized tomatoes. Let's move these leaves. There you go. In there. But I was hoping that not pruning them would keep the crows off of them. And the crows were at bay for a while, but I have found evidence that they have come back. Is that sunflower? Look at that sunflower. This is our volunteer cherry tomato. And they've been not that size. The beans are going up the trellis, and look, we even got a little bloom. This year has not been good for me for green beans. I've had a lot of trouble getting them going. I think something might be eating them because they'll have them one day and then they'll be gone the next. These are the poblanos. They're doing all right. They're not trying to win any races, but they have bloomed. And a giant sunflower. Now look, let's see. There's my daughter's bed, flower bed. Hold on, call the dog. Harley, come here. Back over here. Thank you. She was trying to wander into the woods. Come back, baby. Okay, check out this sunflower. Ah, this one's right in my eyes. Can you see it? And then there's one even higher up, but I can't, not even with the telescopic pole. Now this bed, I did change a little bit of it. I took out some of the tomatoes, and I left one tomato plant. This is I believe it's the Bella Rosa. But look what I just found. I stepped on it. Oops, I dropped my. It's the crows. They come and they play with them, and then they just leave them in the dirt. But the peppers are doing all right. And those are also bell peppers. And then the pretty sunflower. This one hasn't opened yet. Oh, big old beetle. And they've got pretty little heads where they want to open. You say ha ha ha. I'll check out this sunflower. Here, let's go around it. Okay. Isn't it pretty? Now for the loofahs. They're doing really good. You can see all of it growing up all four sides. And then we've got it where it's starting to bloom. Right up there. Let's do a different shot because I couldn't see. There we go. I didn't see it that time. But they're everywhere. They're starting to grab on and pull up. Wait till the end. I've got a surprise that we found yesterday in the garden. I think that's something. Har, stay with me. And then these are the bush beans that are actually making it. They're doing pretty good. And the other day, I planted broccoli. And they're doing really good. A little teeny squash plant. A massive sunflower. And this daylily. In this bed we have the pimento peppers going down this side, and then there were cucumbers going up the trellis. But I pulled them all out because they were about spent. And down the middle we've got the sweet potatoes, and those runners are taking off. And then we've got the black Hungarians. And these are coming on really nicely. You know those. And right next to the jalapenos. And they're actually starting to get the size that we like. If I'm going to use them for spices, I will take them small. But we like them just a little bit bigger than that. And then I stuff them with cream cheese. That one's got some on it. This is another silly looking sunflower. It doesn't actually have a head. It's just a stalk. And it stops. But I'm going to leave it and see what it does. But the one beside, no, the one beside it looks like that too. It just doesn't have a proper head in it. But these ones, you can see the birds sit up here on the trellis, and then they pluck the seeds out of it. You can get that one too. And right here we have the potatoes. And on the other side is the okra. And these are the golden pippin honey, or golden pippins honey. There we go. I got them from Baker's Creek. They're supposed to be really sweet, but I'm not sure when to harvest them yet. I've tried them at a couple different stages and a couple different shades of color, but they're not sweet. They're just kind of taste like a bell pepper. And this one's kind of messed up too. But that one's not. Look at that. That's pretty. I like sunflowers at this stage. What are you doing, Har? And more. These sunflowers have done really good this year. I think they're the queen sunflowers. I would have to look back and see what I planted. These are the purple green beans. And they're going all the way up to the very top. So they're all the way up the trellis now. Hopefully they'll start blooming soon. Look at all the pollinators. Oh. And the okra. And then these are the rattlesnake pole beans, and they're doing good. They're coming up the trellis. They're not as far up as the other ones, but they've actually started blooming. And this sunflower. And down this bed is the Roma tomatoes and some leftover Swiss chard, which I'll cut back and let it restart. I've just kind of left it there. And they're starting to turn red. You see a few red ones in there amongst all the green ones. But the crows have been getting those too. Now, this is what I wanted to show you. We look very closely. This is the just random flower bed. And we've got the hollyhocks, some iris, some calendula, and then the dahlias. Now look, down in the dahlias. Let's see if I can do a good view without messing with them. Do you see them yet? Look, your baby bunnies. That's what we found yesterday. Here we go, Petty. Come on, leave it. Alright, leave it. Nope, leave it. Leave it. Alright, leave it. Go. In. In. Go on. Now for the corn. Almost forgot all about the corn. Look at that. And we're starting to get some heads on them. Or not heads, cobs. They're starting to dry out a little bit. I peeled one the other day. It wasn't completely ready, but it looked pretty. And this will probably be the first one that it's almost done drying out. Would you get out of the beds, please? Thank you. Just knock over the corn. Now look at this. This head opened up. It's very wonky. Harley, stay with me. She's interested in them bunnies. You gonna stay with me? Hey, come on, let's get you some water. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. And we'll see you next week. I'll be making a fall seed starting video in a couple of days. And I will see y'all then.